Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
February 2nd, 7:22 America, New York. Eurozone inflation rises to fresh record, against expectations. The first reading of 2022 comes as an unwelcome surprise for policymakers at the European Central Bank, who have said they don't expect to raise their key interest rate this year. February 2nd, 7:16 America, New York. With oil prices rising, OPEC and its allies meet to discuss output. High prices and strong demand would suggest it was time for a major increase, but uncertainty around Ukraine leaves the oil producers in an awkward spot. A service station in Corsica, France. February 2nd, 7:16 America, New York. Starbucks will raise prices again, citing higher costs for supplies and workers. The company's profit soared 31% to $816 million in the last 3 months of 2021. February 2nd, 7:10 America, New York. The green boogeyman is flying supersonic. Ultrafast jet startup boom Supersonic has a site for its first full-scale manufacturing facility, but sustainable fuel availability and environmental concerns are big obstacles. February 2nd, 7:05 America, New York. PayPal shares tumble pre-market after disappointing outlook. The online payments company's shares fell sharply ahead of the market open after it issued lackluster guidance for the year and said rising inflation's effect on consumers will hit transaction volumes. February 2nd, 7:05 America, New York. NYT hits goal of 10 million subscriptions, closes on The Athletic. The deal for the sports site, which was finalized on Tuesday, helped the company reach that goal a couple of years early. The New York Times company set a new goal on Wednesday: at least 15 million subscribers by the end of 2027. February 2nd, 7 o'clock America, New York. Good thing VCs didn't get the last Wordle. Fans worried that word-guessing game Wordle would change after selling to the New York Times should consider that it could have been so much worse. February 2nd, 6:58 America, New York. Strikes. Soaring UK inflation spells an end to industrial inaction. More walkouts are on the cards as the rate of price growth reaches around 5% in Britain. February 2nd, 6:36 America, New York. With oil markets tightening, OPEC and its allies meet to discuss output. A service station in Corsica, France. Prices for oil are near 7-year highs, but OPEC Plus is expected to approve only a modest increase in output on Wednesday. February 2nd, 6:36 America, New York. Alphabet, PayPal, AMD, Meta, Starbucks. What to watch when the stock market opens today? Google's parent company announced a 20-for-1 stock split. Results are due from Meta Platforms. February 2nd, 6:30 America, New York. U.S. dollar outlook. Short-term shakeout back into a zone of support. The U.S. dollar is trimming some of its recent excessive hawkishness and is slipping back into a supportive zone formed at the end of last year. February 2nd, 6:30 America, New York. Match hopes Hinge can be its knight in shining armor. Match shares fell after reporting mixed fourth-quarter results. Investors might be missing the bigger picture. February 2nd, 6:20 America, New York. Households to get £200 help to ease energy bill rise. A government loan package will mean a £200 cut in household bills, but the money will have to be repaid. February 2nd, 6:19 America, New York. Tech stock futures climb on strong Alphabet earnings. Nasdaq futures pointed to a jump in tech stocks after Google parent Alphabet reported a surge in profit, sending its shares more than 10% higher in pre-market trading. February 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Activist investors take aim at UK Inc. Activists are taking advantage of slumping stock prices to push for changes at some of the UK's biggest publicly traded companies. February 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Facebook's shift to metaverse expected to eat into profits. Wall Street expects strong revenue growth but also steep spending. February 2nd, 5:30 America, New York. Consumers are pivoting spending to services from goods. With many tapped out on buying physical objects, economists hope warmer weather and waning infections will kickstart purchases on services like dining and travel. February 2nd, 5:25 America, New York. Eurozone inflation hits record 5.1%. January figures defy expectations of slowing consumer price growth and increase pressure on ECB. February 2. 5:20 America New York. Why are oil prices so high and will they stay that way? Geopolitical tensions and a growing disparity between supply and demand have driven up prices. Here is what that means and what could happen next. Oil companies want to keep oil supplies from growing too fast even as global demand has increased. February 2. 5:20 America New York. Euro breaking news. EU CPI on the rise, core at 2.3% while headline hits 5.1%. USD climbs to 1.13 post-CPI as hawkish bets on tomorrow's ECB meeting gain traction, while strong fundamental backing could see greater concerns around inflation. February 2. 5:15 America New York. Grindr is pulled from Apple's App Store in China. The dating app removed itself from Apple's platform in China because of concerns over data regulations. Grindr, which was pulled from Apple's App Store in China over concerns about new data regulations. February 2. 5:15 America New York. Grindr is pulled from Apple's App Store in China. The dating app removed itself from Apple's platform in China because of concerns over data regulations. Grindr, which was pulled from Apple's App Store in China over concerns about new data regulations. February 2. 5:03 America New York. Google faces new antitrust law in Europe. A small search engine company in the Czech Republic helped inspire a law that is poised to put major limits on tech giants like Google. Michal Fakes, at Seznam's headquarters in Prague. February 2. 5 o'clock America New York. Why is Matt Damon shilling for crypto? Just buy it, he seems to suggest. What are you, a wimp? February 2. 5 o'clock America New York, where 1,000 digital eyes keep watch over the elderly. As Japan rapidly ages, it is envisioning fundamental changes, even in infrastructure. Is electronic surveillance an answer to its epidemic of dementia? One of about 1,200 digital surveillance units in Atami, Japan. February 2. 4:48 America New York. IMF's Argentina deal needs tougher conditions. Broader steps are required to tackle long-running structural problems.